Hello, hello, hello. How are you? It's Michelle. Welcome to Let's Talk About It. How have you been? Oh, I tell you, life is life, and I live to talk about it. That's the funny thing. Been a few challenging days, but you know what? The challenges make me stronger, and I totally believe that. And it's not just internal challenges, we're talking about circumstantial challenges, the way life is, sometimes where you have no control over what happens. And the best way to get beyond that is to just go with the flow as best you can. So, I want to share something with you. First of all, thank you to those who are watching. I appreciate you. And to those of you who catch me later, thank you so much just the same. And don't forget to subscribe. I would truly appreciate your service, your support. So, I just had a very interesting weekend. I ran into somebody I hadn't seen in years, and she was just telling me what happened to her in the last couple of years. So she sprained her ankle while getting off a bus, I think. And then before she knew it, the sprain she thought she had was a broken ankle. Then they had to break it again to fix it more securely. Long and short of it, she was out of work for 3 years. Of course, being at home, not being that much, not moving too much, especially with a broken foot ankle, she gained a lot of weight, 100 and I think she said 87. And then to make things even more interesting, she lives in North England, Boston, in that area. And she's a member of, it's like a farmer's market for fishes. So they deliver fresh catch from the sea to her house in a restaurant. So she knows how to fillet fish. And bear in mind, folks, this is a fresh fish that was just delivered, that was just caught the same day. And she said once she cut it open to take out the bone and do the whole fillet process, she was aghast with what she saw. She saw worms coming out of the fish, all over her cutting board, all over her knife, all over her hands, just falling on the floor. She was naturally surprised, scared, everything you can think of. And her husband wasn't there to see this. So as best she can, she got some bleach and she sprayed the area, which killed the worms. And then she was able to get the fish in a bag with the worms in it. And she was going to give it to the fisherman the next time she saw him. So she froze it. Now, the next 2 weeks, when she saw the fisherman, she took the bag with the fish and the worms to him. And she said, I can't believe you sold me bad fish. And he looked at her and he started laughing. And she said, you think this is funny? Look at this. And he said to her, I am a fifth generation fishers. I've been fishing for 30 years, and all fish have worms in them. And as he continued to explain all this to her, she was like, I don't know what to say, just like I was hearing her story, beyond words. And the fisherman went on to say that the fish which swim higher to the surface, you're not able to really see the worms in their meat, but they're still there. It's the fish that live closer to the bottom of the ocean where you will be able to see the worms because they're a darker color in the flesh of the fish. Listen, people, when she showed me her video of the fish and the worms, that did it. I'm a big fish eater. I love my fish, my shrimp, my scallops, my mussels, my octopus, everything. But this little meeting just turned me totally off. She even went to explain something that I thought was even more intriguing. Now, I'm a big salmon lover. And she said, have you ever had salmon? And I said, yeah, I love that fish. And she said, well, have you ever noticed like a coagulated string in the salmon sometimes? When you cut it open, you see it looks like a vein. So I said, oh, yeah. But I just put it to the side. I don't eat it. She said, well, that's the string of worms. Once heat gets to them, they coagulate and they form a string. Listen, folks, I had salmon for lunch and I was this close to throwing it up because I could not believe what she was telling me. So today I'm going to focus on you are what you eat. Do you know what you eat? Well, I'm not here to advocate anybody's eating habits, but I'm going to tell you about mine. After having seen and spoken with my friend, I am taking a 30-day trial of going vegan, just living on fruits and vegetables, and of course, supplementing, vitamin B, D, and the oils during this time. But I tell you, people, I am looking at meat, fish so differently from this day out. If there's anybody out there who's vegan, drop me a note, leave me a comment, give me any ideas or suggestions. Naturally, I'm going to YouTube this and Google stuff to get more information. She did recommend a couple of channels, movies to watch to get educated properly about what being vegan is all about. But the basic thing about being vegan is just focusing your eating habits on plants and the fact that your body really isn't made to break down animal protein, whether it's in a fish or a four-legged creature, whatever. And that explains a lot of things why, sometimes we feel so lethargic and heavy after we eat, our meats and all that stuff. It's beginning to make a lot of sense. So join me if you like on this 30-day plant challenge that I'm giving myself. And during the 30 days, I'm going to be looking for recipes and everything to see what it's like. And I tell you, I'm on day 2 and I'm liking it. I did notice one thing last night before I went to bed. I ate late, which is 7. But then again, that's when a lot of people in Europe have dinner. And I didn't feel so heavy like I normally do when I have like my meats and my vegetables and my rice. Yesterday, I just had a salad and homemade veggie burger. Oh my God, I found this fabulous recipe. And my daughter, she like, oh Mom, this is great. And I'm thinking, yes. So I'm going to share recipes when I get them. And if you have any ideas for me, by all means, please let me know. And how do you feel about this? What do you eat? How does what you eat affect you? What are your thoughts? So think about it. You are what you eat, and what are you eating? And of course, don't forget the drinking part of it. I hope you are hydrating yourself with a lot of water. And speaking of drinking, my favorite go-to these days is my green juice, which is made of spinach, orange juice, soy milk, water, and that's it. I actually did a video. I'm going to leave it in the box too, so you can make your own green juice. And it's really not that bad. The taste, like anything else, it's an acquired taste. And after a couple sips, you're there, because it really tastes like orange juice, depending on, what your strong point is. But give it a shot. I'll leave the link in the description below, and have a great day. It's a little cold. It's 4 degrees over here. And I am so looking forward to spring. Okay, folks, be well, and I will see you soon. Bye. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much.